But before we do, everyone get your water, get your popcorn, light your blunts. We're going to have some fun today. The letter was just here. You make letters disappear. Okay. Where is Kat at? Let's make Kat into a co-host. Kat, I made you co-host. Let me know if you got it.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
How you doing?
Supposed to say salaikum salam, man.
Alaikum
All right,
salam.
man.
There you go.
So, anyways, we will get this party started real quickly. I'm not going to do spaces that often anymore. If you actually get to listen to me live on spaces, consider yourself like invited to some kind of hidden rave, uh, because they're trying to keep me off. They're trying to keep me out of here. Anyways, today is a really good day, so let's do it. First thing, President Trump, his Mar-a-Lago estate got raided by the FBI. Now, obviously, this is unprecedented. This has never happened in American history. Plenty of presidents have taken their stuff, and no FBI agent came to Obama's house. No FBI agent came to Clinton's house or anyone else before that, but they felt the need to come to Trump's house. What the FBI was doing there, some think it was planting evidence. Some think they were trying to find a crime. They're not going to find any crime there. Nothing, no crime actually existed. But there might have been something the FBI was looking. I'm about to break down some never before revealed information. This ain't being taped anyway, so whatever. When Trump was president, there was a shooting in Las Vegas. He was president during that shooting. And there's a lot of talk about Saudi Arabian Secret Service, Saudi Arabian this and that being there, and President Trump covered it up. Couple days before the FBI raided, those same people were playing golf at Trump's estate. Interesting. Very, very interesting. As you know, I'm not here kissing Trump's ass. I'm not here gonna defend them 100%, but obviously, it's better to deal with the devil you know than the devil you don't. I'll take Trump 100 times over that communist piece of shit Biden and his controller Barack Obama. So now let's go into what Barack Obama's role is in this. Barack Obama nominated someone called Merrick Garland. He is now the Attorney General of the United States. But see, before Obama was leaving office, he was trying to push this guy into the Supreme Court. Merrick Garland wanted that job for life. He wanted to be a Supreme Court justice. By the way, he's a dragon. What happened? Well, President Trump became president, and he kind of shoved him aside and picked his own court nominee. Now, this was Mitch McConnell's doing. Mitch McConnell is the guy who blocked Merrick Garland. Mitch McConnell is the one who put 3 nominees in front of Trump and made him pick them, and they're loyal to Mitch McConnell, not Donald Trump, as you saw, because they ruled against him many times. But Merrick Garland has been pissed for a long time. He wants revenge, and he's going to go after the dog Trump. So the guy who signed the warrant to go after Trump, the dog was a dragon, enemy signs. Now, Merrick Garland is loyal to one person, Barack Obama. Barack Obama is the one who nominated him to the Supreme Court. Barack Obama is the one who nominated him to be the Attorney General, not Joe Biden. If you still haven't figured it out, Barack Obama appointed all of Joe Biden's nominees. Everyone in this cabinet is either for Obama or for Clinton. There's one person there more loyal to the Clintons than Obama. That's Kamala Harris, and that's why she's been buried in the headlines. Because Obama didn't pick her. It was Clinton who did. That's Clinton's girl. Barack Obama's a smooth criminal. Barack Obama appointed Janet Yellen Secretary of Treasury. She used to be his Federal Reserve chief. These are people loyal to Obama. They answer to Obama. And by the way, all that Hunter Biden stuff, that's not Trump leaking that. That's Obama leaking that. Why is Obama leaking that? Because if you're the shadow president, you want to make the real president weak. And he puts the stuff out there to make him look weak. Why do you think all that stuff filters about him being a moron? Obama wants it to. And if Obama wants him replaced, you're going to see investigations start with Hunter Biden. The day those start, and I really think they will, that's the day you know Obama dropped the hammer on Biden. I think they're going to have to do something about Harris first. But Obama's running the show. Obama was running the deep state when Trump was president. Obama's running deep state now, and he controls the White House. He's the most powerful politician in modern American history. He only answers to one person, Rothschild. Clinton answers to someone else, Rockefeller. And the Rockefellers bent the knee to the Rothschilds, and that's why the Clintons were defeated in 2008 by Barack Obama. Barack Obama has had 2 terms. Then he basically put Trump in office to make sure he could destroy the Clintons. Yes, Barack Obama told FBI director at the time, James Comey, to restart the investigation into Clinton a few days after the election. The guy Barack Obama appointed. The guy who broke the law left and right and nothing happened to him. Because that's Barack Obama. See, everyone knows the Clintons stole money. Everyone knows the Clintons stole money. They had the Clinton Foundation, and they were taking in close to $1 billion by people who want to buy influence when Clinton became president. Obama's smarter than those clowns. That's why they never became president. Everyone knew they were corrupt. Even the Democrats knew they were corrupt. So what happened? How does Obama steal? Obama does it way, way smarter than the Clintons. Remember, he's a smooth criminal. How does Barack Obama do it? I'll tell you. One way Barack Obama does it is he cuts a deal with Iran. And Iran, when they started their Iranian Revolution in 1979, well, the American Central Federal Reserve froze their assets. Billions of dollars. They just froze. Barack Obama cut a deal with the Iranians to let them limit their nuclear ambitions to get that money. And as soon as that money left, by the way, in unmarked $100 bills, as soon as that money left, Barack Obama got kickbacks on that money. If the Iranians got 120 billion, you rest assured Barack Obama got 30 to 40 billion kicked back to him. Why do you think America didn't care about winning wars in Afghanistan? It wasn't one about winning. It was about getting money out of America and stealing it. Because, see, here in America, you have checks and balances. It's very difficult for government officials, unless they're the Nancy Pelosi's or the Barack Obamas, unless they're the upper echelon of politicians, very difficult for them to steal. I mean, if you're a new congressperson, they'll wrap you up. If you're a governor, they'll wrap you up. They did it like they did with Blagojevich. They'll wrap you up. You have to be a certain level or connected to Rothschilds or Rockefellers to actually be able to steal and get away with it. But if you send the money outside the country where they don't have those checks and balances, then you can steal all the money you want. So why poor families have their sons and daughters dying and the rich corrupt ones are stealing? That's how the game works. That's why you had a war in Vietnam, was so they can funnel money to Vietnam and steal it. And then they had the war in Afghanistan. And as soon as they pulled out of Afghanistan, all of a sudden they have a war in Ukraine. That's why they pulled out of Afghanistan, because they knew the war was coming and they had to start funneling money through there. These are all criminals. And they're going to put you in jail for smoking weed. And these are the same criminals who will put you in jail for running a red light or missing something on your taxes. Because the laws are just for us plebs. They're not for the upper echelon. The upper echelon starts wars, gets poor people murdered so they can steal money. And Barack Obama is the absolute top of the food chain when it comes to politicians. There is no one up on above Barack Obama when it comes to politicians, at least in America in modern day history. Barack Obama has a nasty streak too. Joan Rivers outed Big Mike. I mean, this is no joke. Listen, go to YouTube and listen what Joan Rivers said. She outed Big Mike. All of a sudden, she's gone. Must have been a coincidence. Jesse Jackson used to be one of the most prominent black voices in America. He ran for president first. He was the first black man to run for president. 1988, I believe. He took Clinton's side. Barack Obama's a bad, bad man. No politician with him. He sits there in Washington, D.C., in his mansion and dictates what goes on in Washington, D.C., and in the White House. So he has 3 consecutive terms, and in 2024, Big Mike's running. And, you know, Big Mike got some charisma. Big Mike got a mouthpiece on him. Big Mike's mouthpiece is bigger than her shoulders. Or his, whatever you want to call him. I mean, hell, man, if I'm playing football, I'm recruiting her to be my linebacker. Whoo. But that's Barack Obama. And no one's telling you about this, but I see it. I see Barack Obama, how he went to the White House on 4/5/2022, a 33 day. I saw the fear in Biden's eyes when he explained, "Oh, I'm sorry, Jill's not here. He's scared to death of this man. He is scared to death because he's holding everything over him." If I know this, I promise you, most of the senators know this too. Maybe not the Congress people because they're kind of down on the totem pole, but that is Barack Obama, the Leo running the show. And now let's talk about the Matrix. And before I do, we're going to have to. The Matrix. Listen, not everyone in here, this is going to apply to everybody. Because not everyone in here has a freaking soul. So if you don't have a soul, this doesn't apply to you. But if you're one of those people who actually has a soul, well, then you have an enemy out here. You have an enemy who's not just your enemy, he's the enemy of, or it, or whatever the hell you want to call it. This deity is the enemy of everybody. I'll give you an example how this works. Say you're the best race car driver in the world. And all of a sudden, you're about to win a race when some guy crashes into you, fucks you up, they take your win away, someone else won. Now we can break this down with, shit happens. But what if it happened not once, not twice, but 3 times? You're about to win, and all of a sudden, some miraculous shit happens. That's the Matrix. Say you're about to get married, and all of a sudden, you found out your best friend has slept with your girl. That's the Matrix. Say you're a poker player. You know every percentage. You know every single hand. You can read people like a book. And every time you get beat on the river, that's the Matrix. Say you are an engineer. Something always goes wrong at the end. That's the Matrix. See, if you have a soul, you're like a worker bee. Bees are around there collecting pollen all day. They just work and fly around and collect pollen to create honey. We, with souls, we're worker bees. We go around collecting, storing our emotional energy, whether it be because Johnny cheated on you, or you just lost 50K trading, or your house got repossessed, your best friend just slept with your man. Doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, what your financial situation is. Believe it or not, rich people got problems too. Whatever your situation is in life, you go around collecting emotional energy. And the key is when you sleep, this evil fucking entity who makes sure every single one of us go through more emotional hassles and roadblocks. This evil entity feeds on our emotions when we sleep. You ever gone to sleep for 15 minutes, woke up, and felt refreshed? Of course you have. You ever go to sleep for 12 hours, woke up, and felt dead tired? Yeah. Because you were in the Matrix too long. It sucked a little bit too much out of you. That vampire had its fucking shit in your neck and sucked a little bit too much emotional energy out of you. But see, our bodies in this Matrix are designed to sleep. We need to sleep. And no matter what you are, animal, insect, human, when you go to sleep, It feeds on you. And some people have the audacity to pray to this thing. Whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Jew, whether you're reading the Quran, the Bible, the Talmud, whatever you're fucking reading, that deity is not to be worshipped. You talk about fucking Stockholm syndrome. The thing that's holding you down, the thing that is, for lack of a better term, your biggest enemy there is. You're going to show it love. You know, I found something interesting. I was walking on the boardwalk, and there, within a mile, there are three people holding signs, begging for money. And every single one of them had a sign that says, God bless. And you look at these people and you think, you're broke, you're homeless, you're begging for money, and you're saying, God bless. You don't even understand what's oppressing you. Now, when this entity was doing things and no one was aware of it, oh, it had a field day. It had a field day. But now, some people like me actually figured out what's actually going on. Now, there might be some all-loving God somewhere. There might be. But he does not exist in this false realm. There is no loving God that exists in this false realm. Now, what happens in the fourth dimension, fifth, sixth, seventh, that's a whole different ball game. Okay. Maybe there's something out there that is benevolent and wants to help. And the law of opposites says there has to be. But on this, within this matrix, within this virtual reality, nah. There's nothing, no almighty deity that loves you. He considers you cattle. You know, we're way beyond Listen, if you don't believe in numerology and astrology, if you don't understand at this point that this is a virtual reality, and I shouldn't be able to take someone's birthday and read them like a book, but because this is a false realm, because when you come in this false realm, you get imprinted with energy. You know it's a false realm. See, I'll tell you stuff other numerologists don't, because they're going to tell you about angel numbers. When you see some numbers, make a wish. Oh, God. Oh, man. That's all you can say, man. Like, God damn. People are dumb. They really are. People are really, really something. If you don't believe in numerology and astrology at this point, I don't know what to tell you, but this ain't the conversation for you. We're going way past that. I do keep numerology secrets from the public, but I mean, let's be honest. If you want my crypto calls, you're trying to make money yourself. So why the fuck wouldn't I get broke off if you're doing it off my knowledge? Stuff like that. Capitalism, all good. But when it comes to this deity, which is the enemy of anyone with a soul, because again, our whole the Matrix, its whole goal is to keep us down, and it keeps us down in a variety of ways. Karma. Yeah, of course karma's a good thing. What goes around comes around. But karma is also something that the Matrix holds old souls down because of their past mistakes as younger souls. So say you fucked up 10, 15 souls ago, or 10, 15 lifetimes ago. That same energy, karma, is being held against you in this lifetime. You don't even remember what the fuck you did. How is that fair if you don't even know what you did? If you know what you did, that's one thing. But you don't even know what you did in your past lives to be held back. That is not a fair system. That's a system of enslavement. And again, I'm all for what goes around comes around. Someone fucked up, karma's going to get them. But I'm just telling you, that system is also used as a ball and chain to make sure your soul can't escape. Because if your soul has karmic debt, how the fuck are you going to get out of there unless you work it off? Having said that, how do you make the fucker bleed? Yeah. Imagine you're a fucking ant and you want to hurt a human. Good luck. But you can't bite the motherfucker if you're an ant. Not gonna kill him, but it's gonna be annoying. That's all we can fucking do. If you thought I was gonna tell you, oh, we're gonna overthrow the Matrix in this spaces, you're sadly mistaken. We can't destroy the Matrix. We have to escape the Matrix. How do you hurt the Matrix? Well, you can't spell Matrix without rat, can you? Just like you can't spell Ripple without lie, but that's a whole different story. I know I just had to throw that in there. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, I had to throw that in there. Those those dumbasses really gonna have something coming to them. They think a top 5 coin is gonna have them retired. Anyways, when it comes down to the Matrix's blood, it's water. So here's an interesting fact. You can't spell matrix and you can't spell water without the word rat. The rat is favored by the matrix. And again, that's why you had throughout history tales of the 4 horsemen. The horse and the rat are enemies. The 4 horsemen were actually the good guys because they came from the 4th dimension. Of course, they're going to bring Phantom and all of that stuff. They're trying to destroy this fucking system of corruption. And while the Rothschilds run the material plane here, I mean, the Matrix doesn't give a fuck. I mean, they could even try to get rid of the Matrix. They'll fail every time. How the hell are you going to try to destroy God in his own playground? It's not going to happen. Morons keep trying with their time traveling and stuff like that. But regardless, when it comes down to the Matrix favors the rat. So I want you guys to think of a movie. It was called MIB, Men in Black. Do you remember in that movie that big lizard was about to escape on the spaceship and it was going up there? And they couldn't stop it, but all of a sudden, Will Smith starts stepping on bugs. He got mad and started stepping on more bugs. And they got real, real mad. And they jumped down. Matrix don't like it when you mess with rats. Matrix really don't like that. Now, unless you're born in the rat year, don't take this advice. Everyone else, those rodents are enemy number one. Poison cheese, put it in the corner, put mouse traps all over the place, pull their fucking front teeth out. Those fucking two rat front teeth, I'm not going to go into the symbolism of it, but I bet you if you pull those things off, that deity ain't going to be too happy. There's a lot of different techniques that I've been playing around with just to hurt this fucker. But remember, the Matrix will take what you want most and turn it against you. The Matrix loves rats. Be rat hunters, especially in your dreams. You see a fucking rat in your dreams, you fucking kill it. Again, if you're a rat, probably not the best idea for you because you're actually favored by the Matrix. Everyone else, I don't give a fuck if you're one of the rat's friends. I don't give a damn if you're an ox, monkey, dragon. And I can actually question that dragon rat relationship. You see something like that in your dreams, it's the fucking Matrix sucking energy out of you. Destroy it. Now, a lot of you people are GG33. Some of you people are not. I'm going to make this abundantly clear. I want this information spread. I want this. Tell everybody. Spread this information. Let this fucker bleed. The one who's caused every bit of misery in your life, who's put in everything, every obstacle. And again, I understand there's enemy years and there's these cycles and this, and some things are normal. But I can guarantee you, more than 50% of the negative things that have happened in your life is because the Matrix wanted to emotionally trigger you and then suck the emotion out of you. That I can guarantee you. This deity is straight up evil. Straight up evil. And having said that, Kat, opening up the questions. Your show.
All right. Everybody can start coming in right now. Start requesting, and I'll let you in if you have a question. Don't be afraid. Don't all jump at once.
And by the way, that was about a 20. How long was that monologue?
About 15, 20 minutes.
15 minutes. Non-stop, man. Very few people can do that too. Go ahead, man.
All right. Up first, we got an actual rat. We have Ashley coming in once her mic loads up. So, Ashley, once your mic loads up, you're ready to speak. Whenever you're ready, you're up.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you guys for letting me speak. Gary, I just had a question. Does this tie, because when you speak of God, obviously in the Matrix, can this be why like organized religion never resonated with me and why I feel that's evil as well, because that's all tied in with the God in this Matrix?
I mean, let's look at Christianity. Christianity says, do this or you'll be punished.
Exactly.
Christianity says, I'm a jealous God. What? If you're a benevolent God, how the fuck are you jealous?
Exactly. So, like, because see, for my personal beliefs, I just had a question because I always tend to resonate with spirituality, which came before religion. But is that also, do you believe that's also part of the matrix as well?
Of course it is.
Okay.
Of course it is. It's all part of the matrix, but that's the reason we have GG33, because I have figured out what the matrix's tools are, and we use them too. That's it. It's all a virtual reality. Never doubt that.
Thank you so much. That's a fantastic perspective on it that I never thought of before. So thank you.
You're very welcome. Who's next?
Up next, we got Cat in the Hat, GG33 member. Cat, you're up next. Go ahead.
Yo, what's up, G?
Good.
Wouldn't it be bad to piss off the Matrix, like by fucking with rats? Like, wouldn't that make the Matrix go after you even more?
He's already going after every one of you. If you have a soul, he's going after you.
Right, but if you
Doesn't matter.
if you're fucking with the rats, isn't it gonna like come after you more? Aren't you kind of just
You
putting
can't
a bigger target?
what's he gonna do to you more? There's a law of averages here. What do you think? He can kill you? He can't do that. That's not how the game works.
Well, no, yeah, he needs my emotions.
Of course. You don't you listen. You can be a punching bag your whole life, or you can take a piece of paper and, cut the giant. And yeah, he might get a little bit more mad at you, but I bet you he'll respect you more.
I guess makes sense. Yeah.
Again, you can be a punching bag, or you can hit back, and your hit is going to be nothing but a symbolic victory. But brother, that's all you could ask for when you're a fucking Indian with a bow and arrow, and they're coming at you with tanks. There's nothing you can do. All you can do is raise the awareness of everyone else. So when we're all in that fucking realm together, then we can get a whole bunch of Indians, and maybe one of those arrows will knock out the fucking tank. We'll need millions of them. You understand?
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we got Bill E. Bill E., you're up next whenever you hear this.
Yo, what up? I was just gonna say my dad is a rat, and his life has kind of been shit ever since my mom and ox left him, like way back in the day. And he's like basically an old man, alcoholic, has
What's
a
his
shitty
birthday?
attitude. He's had his teeth knocked out. That's an interesting thing I wanted to mention.
You see what happens when a rat gets his teeth knocked out? He doesn't do so well in life. Notice I mentioned the teeth. I just didn't want to mention why. There you go. So now the Matrix is telling on it at itself. Well done. Well done.
Yeah. I just making those
You
connections.
just
I'm a
played
70,
you just played your part. I wasn't gonna go there. You just played your part, my friend. What's your birthday?
7/3/1986.
Oh, okay. So the tiger plays his role. Well done, my friend. Well done. What's your
Thank
question?
you. Question. I think I'm good. I just wanted to mention that shit.
Well done. Take notes, class.
Interesting.
Who's next?
Thanks a lot, Billy. Up next, we got Mr. Gratitude. Mr. Gratitude, do you hear my voice? Whenever you're ready, you can speak.
Yeah, thank you. So I had two questions, kind of. One was kind of answered when the cat was speaking. I was pretty much going to ask about how if you mess with rats, wouldn't that be more karma? But that was already answered. My next question is, I've heard that in other older versions of the Matrix, the cat was like the main animal. How does that work? Does that mean that now they're like
how I mean, how does this stuff get out, man?
Yeah, like where'd you hear that from?
How does this stuff get out,
I've seen
man?
that. I've just seen that in like forums. I've seen that in some of the forums
Wait a minute,
before.
you're a member? You're a member, right?
Yeah,
Why
Dude, you're
would you
not
ask
supposed to
that
talk
publicly?
about that,
Why
man.
would you ask that publicly? What is wrong with you?
I've seen that like before. My bad. I didn't know that was a.
It was in the forums. So if it's in the forums, it's not public consumption. Now everybody knows it now. Too late now. What the fuck? Anyway. Gosh, where do these people come from?
My bad. Man. I
You
apologize.
signed an NDA.
Whatever, man. Whatever. I'm not gonna sue him over that. Whatever, dude. All right. So, whatever. Now, I released so much stuff in those forums. Congratulations, everybody. Now you know the old Matrix was led by the cat.
Yeah, there it is. He could have
There
asked that.
it
He
is.
could have messaged you privately about that. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Whatever,
No,
man.
I really. I thought I'd
This
seen that tweeted before. My bad. I really.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
thought
no.
you.
It's never been tweeted. It's
you,
okay. It's okay. It's okay. Cat, get off him. It's okay.
I'll go down as a
Whatever.
listener or what? Or
Whatever. Yeah, put him down as a listener though. Um, yeah, dude. Yeah, I need to see this. This happened before in spaces. I do a spaces and people fucking start talking. GG33 members, if it's in the forums, keep it to yourself.
Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, Kat, how are you?
hello, how are you doing?
Sorry about the previous person that spoke.
Shit happens. What's up, girl? What's your
Hey,
question?
hey, Gary, I have a question. So, like, me born on the 13th, and I have a lot of 13 energy. Does this also kind of apply in like the Matrix favors me a little bit, or like the whole teeth thing?
Were your parents a little bit better off
No,
financially than the people around
no.
you? No. All right.
But what about the whole teeth thing? Would that apply a little
Yeah,
bit too, or no? Because I'm not a rat.
no, that applies to rats. Why would that apply
I
to
was just
you?
thinking because you said like the Matrix, and the rat method.
No, you're good. You're
Okay, that's
good.
cool. That's
You're
cool.
good.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're good. You're gonna have to work your ass off in life, but other than that, you're
I
good.
know. I know. All right. Thank you, though.
Yep.
All
That was
right,
surprising. Back to back females who had the courage to say something. That's something new.
that's usually very, very rare,
Yeah.
But who do we have? We have Corey. You're up next, Corey. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, hey. So, because you were talking about the Matrix and stuff, I was just wondering, w was it like, could the Matrix just be like a rat that just got bullied by all the science and just said, "I'm taking over the game now"? And it,
No. The Matrix chooses a sign to best serve its purpose during a specific timeline. The with the water melting all over the world, the rat was a prime candidate for this cycle.
oh, okay, because I'm just in blind, so I just didn't know. I'm just asking random question right now.
Yeah, if you're gonna be, if you know the Aquarius age is hitting, and in the age of Aquarius, you know that the ice is gonna melt and the water level is gonna go up. Obviously, you're gonna choose the rat.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Oh, thank you.
The fact that if that makes sense to you, congratulations. You're in the upper tier of knowledge in this
I
world.
mean, I'm in the
I
group.
promise
I'm
you.
in the group. I did a phone reading with you back in like 2018.
Okay. Good talking to you again, brother. But as you know, there's about 1,250 members.
Oh
Very
yeah,
difficult for me to remember.
I know. Because one thing I'll say is you talk about Hitler because I'm a rat, and you'll talk about because I know history and I knew people that grandparents were Nazis. And what do you match about Hitler and the rat? I was like, how does this guy know it?
Well, I mean, let's not forget that Martin Bormann, who was Hitler's personal secretary in the 33 Life Path, who was a 33 Life Path rat, he was the one running the Nazi machine at the very end of the war. He was the one who cut the deal with the Allies. He was the one to make sure they got to Argentina.
Yeah, that's what really got me into the group. 'Cause I was just like, I know history, and this guy just said this. I was like, damn, I need to know more now.
Yeah, that part of history. I studied for quite a long time.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Good talking to you again.
Thank you.
Who's next?
We got I think Nappy 2000. Nappy 2000, you're up next.
What's going on? I just had a question about I remember I would see you and I think it's Ringmaster Raw just talk about there just being a certain timeline shift, I think maybe in later July. Is there anything that should be looked out for that the Matrix may do during this new timeline shift that just recently happened?
Well, the Matrix doesn't really do the timeline shifts. That's more of a Rothschild thing.
Ah,
CERN does the Roth. The Matrix is the Matrix. It's the humans who are fucking with time.
the time travel that you speak of sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Got you.
Because Gary, I think that I gotta send somebody's gonna ask next. Like, if we can tamper with time, can't they find a way to go back to the beginning of before all this even happened? Even though time is an illusion, is there any way to get out of the
But
Matrix?
okay. So check this out. I'll use Donald Trump as an example. Say someone went back in time and took out Trump's dad, Fred Trump. So that would mean Donald Trump never existed. But does that mean that this whole timeline disappears? No. That just means a new timeline is created without that individual. This timeline still exists. It's just a new timeline is created. So you can't actually go back in time and destroy a timeline. It still exists. But by doing that action, you create a different timeline. Does that make sense to people?
Makes perfect sense to me. Each timeline is set, so there's new timelines created. Yep, that makes sense to me.
Now, sometimes when a new timeline is created, sometimes they don't. I'm telling people with certainty there was a new timeline in July of this year. That I can guarantee people. And if you haven't felt it, well, I don't know what to tell you. You need to, build up your senses.
Or you probably don't have a soul.
And you can't.
Yeah, then you can't feel it. All right, who else we got next? We got Casca. El Rey Casca, you're up next.
Hey Gary, big fan since 2017. Not a member though, but I remember reading your tweets like seeing the goat, like the whole Satanism, that's all a scapegoat, right? And the whole like Moloch and child sacrifices, that's all it's all BS.
Child sacrifices is BS.
As in, like, the internet conspiracy theories about that.
Well, there's some people in elite circles that believe that a virgin's blood, contains certain elements that other blood doesn't have. So yes, they do sacrifice kids, especially young women who are virgins, to get that blood. Now, whether that's true, I don't know. I've never done it, nor do I plan to. But there's people who do it because they believe in it.
Got it. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, up next we have Don. Don, whenever you hear this, you're up next. Legit Blockstar, you're up next.
Gary, you mentioned that the Matrix fucks with people with souls. So what does the Matrix do with people that don't have souls, or what is their role?
Do you ever see the Matrix movie where those agents just jump into those people's bodies?
Yes.
Yeah, they can just possess them very quickly. That's why a lot of these people start, flipping on you. They have a completely different personality. One way for someone who doesn't have a soul to basically be easily possessed is to start sleeping around with a whole bunch of people. They're easily possessed. I mean, they're the easiest. the ones with the rainbow, things of that nature.
That being said, what's the main way to differentiate from people with souls and people without souls?
Eyes. Look in their eyes. Some people, if you look in their eyes, they're empty. You know, it's one of those things where it's like height. I can't teach you to have height. You either have it or you don't. I can't teach you to be charismatic. You know, I can tell you, look at the wind and you won't understand. But if you put your hand out the window when you're driving, you can feel the wind. If you look in these people's eyes, I'll give you an example. I posted some pictures of two pedophiles. Look in their eyes. They're dead. There's nothing there. When you see that look, these people are empty.
That's all I had.
All right. Thanks, Don. Next, we have Union Access. Union Access, you're up next whenever you're ready to speak. Great talk, Union Access. Thank you so much. Danny, you are up next on the mic whenever you're ready to speak, Danny. Danny, you're up next.
Yo, what's up, Gary?
What's up?
So my question is, you say the Matrix feeds off those with souls through emotions. So my question is there such a thing as good emotions to give this Matrix to benefit those with a soul? And if so, could you give an example?
The Matrix can feed on love just as easily as it can feed on hate.
So what you say is, my apologies.
Hold on. The difference is when it sucks certain type of energy off you, it's not hurting you as much as it's like, for instance, I'll give you an example. If you get really, really angry, one technique to do is to start screaming and yelling and get that shit out your system so the Matrix can't suck it out of you. Don't hold that shit in. Get it the fuck out. For instance, if my team is up by 3 runs and then they fucking lose because some team hits a grand slam, I'll get mad. I'll get that shit out of my system because I'm not going to let that fucker suck it out of me. Does that make sense to you?
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
All right, up next, let's see if he has a legit question. Maybe he does. Maybe he's not trolling right now. Kumar, do you have a real question or is it a troll time? Let's say, Kumar, you're up next whenever you're ready to speak. Kumar, are you there?
What kind of a dog and pony show is this?
Oh, there it is. There it is. For old time's sake, here he is.
What time is it in New Delhi right now, Kumar?
Yeah, New Delhi. Tell us what time it is, man. It's like 11:32 a.m. So we just woke up.
Could you think that's he's been sitting on hold for 40 minutes to say what a dog and pony show this is? Well, yeah, I would expect something stronger from you, man.
I thought he finally
you're giving Leo's a bad name.
The time is relative. The time is relative, and reality is an illusion. So I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Well, you know, within this reality, time matters. Within the Matrix, when it comes down to a sleeping, you know, then time does not matter. So there is a differential. But that's an educated conversation. You wouldn't do too well with those. Backhanded comments are the best, aren't they?
Sure are. All right, Kumar. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Bye, Kumar.
We'll talk to you later. Thank you so much.
Go down to listener.
I thought he would have something intellectual to say finally. I'll catch him next time. All right, Kumar. Thank you so much. All right, Deep End. What's up, man? What's on your mind? Deep End, whenever you're ready.
What's the best way to deal with someone that doesn't have a soul? I'm sorry if you answered it already. I just hopped on.
I mean, avoid them if you can, I guess. You know, they're all around.
Just walk away.
They're all around you. I'm not really sure how to avoid them. It's like, oxygen. You need, there. It's around. It's there. Some levels are higher than others, but they're always there, bro. Make sure your kids aren't around them. That's all I can tell you.
And can they? What can they do to you if you're like off guard, like caught off guard? Someone
Well,
that's not
I mean,
awakened
a
to.
person without a soul, he can be harmless as hell. It doesn't mean they're gonna try to attack you or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna run into cases where there's people who just flip on you. That you're gonna run into, but on an everyday basis, you don't have to worry about them. Trying to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get in a war situation, you can definitely expect tribalism. They're gonna all flock together. And let me tell you something. They always go with the system. If you start a revolution, they'll back the state. They'll back the status quo. They will protect the oppressor. That's how they're designed.
Yeah, it's like
And
that.
how come humans are reproducing people without
They
souls?
don't have souls though, so it really doesn't matter. There's always only 144. It doesn't matter if there's 6 billion people on the planet or 500,000. There's only 144, my friend.
Oh, 144,000?
No, well, I would hope not. I would really hope it's 144 million. I really, really hope it is. If it's 144,000, well, I know I got at least 1,000 of them in GG33, at least. So, most of them are organic portals. There's certain ways to tell. You know, um, they're attracted to certain things. Their faces look a little bit different. Their eyes look empty. You know, um, they talk a certain way. Yeah, there's certain ways to tell.
Did you happen to see the Dick Cheney ad supporting Liz Cheney this past week that he came out with?
No.
He had the deadest looking eyes, and I'm 40, I'm 45, so I remember
Yeah, that
when
guy's been
when
walking around with a pacemaker for 20 years.
I remember just thinking when I was in high school that was an evil dude, and I saw his eyes, and it made me think about what you were saying, and it's like where the top of the eyelid is touching the top of the iris, and then there's like 3/4 of the white of the eye showing, and it just looks like a dead evil person.
He was not a good person. That I can assure you. I didn't look closely enough to tell you if he has a soul, but I can tell you he's part of that Bush Obama cabal. He was, his daddy, the first Bush. He was one of his loyal henchmen, one of his fix-it men. He fucking went in there to help George old boy run the shit properly because while George Bush, W. Bush, was a 33 and he certainly had his moments, he wasn't the brightest of the 33s. If he was a genius compared to most people, cool. But compared to 33s, he was pretty relatively a moron compared to most of us. I wasn't very impressed with his ass. So yeah, they put Dick Cheney, a snake, in there to make sure he guided him the right way. That was his daddy's doing, and now the Bush family cabal has passed their powers on to Barack Obama. Barack Obama and Bush go way back. That's why they had that transition from George Bush to Barack Obama.
So, last question. If you're going to be dealing or engaging with people that you think don't have a soul, is it best to just just walk away or
No,
get away from them as
don't
soon?
get in a sexual relationship with them.
No, not possible. Not possible. But, well, why? Why would you say that? I mean, are they just going to suck the life out of you, or this whole conversation is very fascinating.
Yeah. A lot of people have baby mamas who use those childs against them. I wonder how much emotional energy that sucks out of people. Just a thought.
Yeah. So if you're, let's say you're at a gas station, or, you're just going through life, or you're, I wanted to tell my girl, like, look, babe, this got to be, watch out for people. Like, do you just not engage, try to remove yourself from the situation?
No, I
Or
try
is
to
there,
influence them, but that's me.
yeah, so I
I
was
try
going to
to
say, is
influence them.
there,
Like
yeah,
like people who are around me, they can see me go in an elevator and just take over because I want to. Get everyone laughing, get everyone doing it. I do it better than any politician out there. I'll get in a room and just start pick up a conversation, and I just do it for practice. People around me see me do that. So I influence. You might want to. I'm a 33. You might want to avoid. It's not the
I'm a
same
20.
answer for everybody, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, for me, it's just, we're just kind of side talk, but for me, it's like whatever the kind of spirit that I'm in, or reading the crowd. Like if I just get a bad vibe from someone, I'm just like, I don't know, just kind of my senses tell me what to do.
your spidey senses.
But all right, thanks.
Yes, sir. Who's next, Kat?
We got Shalita. Shalita, you're the GOAT. You're up next.
Hey, Gary. Just a quick question on going back to making the matrix bleed. I know you've talked about this publicly on your Twitter a little bit about burning your hair and right before you go to bed and that scent that the burning hair emits. So the last time I did this, I woke up with the worst headache like I've had all year. So do you have any more tips that you can just elaborate on a little bit, like days to avoid doing this?
Don't do it every day.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't do it every day. When you use a heavy weapon, you expect to get out the way a little bit. So yeah, even the first time you probably smoked weed, you got really paranoid.
Yeah.
So obviously the hair thing worked because you got a headache. I'll put it this way: the more you get your body accustomed to it, the more it'll give other things headaches more than you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because that had me a little bit worried, and I was like, should I stop, or is it something that
No. Don't do it that often.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
All right, guys. Nothing personal. People are going to get dropped because we have to make room for other people coming in. There's a lot of people questions.
Down to listener.
So if you get down to listener, it's not personal. We up next.
One more thing. Hey, yo, Kumar, 200 people, and I do this once a month.
Yeah.
Little bitch.
I actually took a screenshot of that and was going to post just that, Gary.
Yep. Part time. I am the king of Twitter Spaces. Really? All right. Anyway, we got Alpha Warrior. Alpha Warrior, whenever you're ready to speak. Alpha Warrior show, man. You're up.
How's it going, you guys? First of all, fucking Kumar, man. It doesn't matter where I go on Twitter. That dude pops up everywhere. That was funny, you guys.
Yeah, he's the whore that gets passed around. But yep.
Yeah. So my question about the Matrix, man. Very interesting conversation. So is the Matrix? Is it one? I guess one entity that we're all tapped into.
It's a very advanced. It's a very advanced AI system that it can be considered a god or a deity. And
okay, then that kind of flows.
I don't know what created it, bro. If that's what you're asking me.
No. That's actually, but you're feeding into the question I was going to ask. So is the Matrix set up so we all individually have our own Matrix, or are we all tapped into the same Matrix?
We're all tapped into the same Matrix, but our realities are more, geared to, how can I put this? We're all in the same Matrix, but the reality might be at a different voltage for different people.
Okay, right on. And then the last part of that, are there things that we can do, like some of the tips you were given, that can help others that are in the Matrix, or is this kind of you're on your own, you're battling for yourself?
I think I've done that myself, but I'm a 33. I can't really expect others to, do the same. I mean, I'll awaken some, and those people who I awaken will awaken others, and you have a snowball effect. and then that in time will change things, where you can have a timeline where things are a little bit different. But you know,
All
we're
right.
in the
Well, can I
time when
sneak
we're
one
in.
more in here on you? Because you
Yeah.
got my memory going on something. So with that, I've been hearing a lot, doing a little bit of studying into these different frequencies or these different parallels. Are we all kind of, trying to reach that same plane within the matrix?
The whole goal is to escape this bitch, go into fourth density, and it's going to be a lot better there. You won't feel the hate, you won't feel the anger, the jealous, whatever your thing is. Those negative emotions don't exist on that plane. That's
Right
the
on,
whole
brother.
goal. Get out of here.
Appreciate the conversation.
Get
You guys
out
are
and
doing
stop.
good and enjoying it.
Don't feed this thing. Now again, I might be evolved and all this other thing, but at the end of the day, I'm stuck here like the rest of you. I just figured out where the hell I'm at. I just figured out, wow. So the
No,
mathematics tell me this isn't possible. And it consistently happens over and over and over. The mathematics
and,
tell me that is not possible, but it keeps happening over and over and over. And you hear the same story with different people with what's in their reality. And that's how you know there's something behind the scenes. There's something
absolutely.
causing this.
And that's why I enjoy finding spaces like this, because a lot of the stuff that I hear you speaking about and some other spaces that I've been to, it's things that I've experienced, and it's nice to know that there's actually a name to it or a process to it, and it's not just something that just happened by chance. So appreciate it, man. You guys are doing good, and I'll go down the list and keep enjoying.
All right, Kat, we're going to wrap this up in about 10, 15 minutes because it's getting past my curfew.
All right, we'll take a few more questions. Thank you, Alpha Warrior, for coming in. Let's see. Up next, we have Spencer. Spencer, what's up, man?
So the Rothschilds and the Matrix, do they get along with each other? How does that work?
I think the Rothschilds had found ways to. Okay, you know how most people, when they drive, they use the two lanes, but there's also another lane out there for emergency situations. The Rothschilds use that lane for emergency situations to get around the matrix sometimes. They can't escape it, but they've learned techniques to get around it.
So the Matrix favors rats and Born on the 13th. Do they try to go for something like that?
It favors rats, but does that mean it favors every single person who's a rat? No, dude. Not at all. It favors LeBron James, rat ass. Best believe that. Favors a lot of people born in rat years, but not all of them, bro.
Yeah,
Don't get it twisted.
What's his name? Dwayne Johnson, Eminem. Those are rats, but
yeah, Dwayne Johnson. Oh, this guy.
That was kind of my
He's a
question.
he's a perfect example of an 8. He had like fucking $7 in his name when he took the trip to go down to WWF at the time, and now he's one of the richest fucking actors in history. Shit's funny.
all right, thanks, Spencer. And just to piggyback on what he said, he might have been asking, do you think the Rothschilds have a way to communicate with this entity? Well, I believe so. I mean, we can't prove it. I don't know what they do behind the scenes, but they have to have some kind of way of communicating with
Communicate? Why would the Matrix waste its time communicating with something it sucks energy out of?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Why it will play, it will give us little messages that we're all getting because we're within the Matrix. We just have to figure out how to see them and how to read them. I remember I was driving with this one guy and I saw a certain number, 4545, and I said to him, within the hour, my brother's going to call me. He did. Stuff like that all the time happens. Matrix talking to you. Can you read what it says? Now, can I always read what it says? No, of course not. I fuck up. The difference between me and you is I'm better than anyone else at it. That's no fuck up. I'm just better than anyone else at it, because no one even knows what to look for. At least I got some of that down right. So it is what it is. All right, man. What is it? 4 more questions.
All right, 4 more. So, story of my life. You're up.
Put David on. Put David on.
David's coming on. All right, David.
Yeah.
Story of my life. Whenever you're ready, your mic's go. Whenever you're ready to go, story of my life.
So Gary, quick question. As 33, like if you find yourself out of alignment, how do you bring yourself back?
Everyone's journey is different, my friend. See, that's a good wise man quote. Everyone's journey is different. But at the end of the day, it's actually the truth. I can't tell you what worked for me, because that doesn't mean it's going to work for you. What I can tell you is knowledge does a lot for you, bro. Just knowing what to do, when to do it. And yeah, the matrix is going to be tougher on you. That's fine, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. PH Nation.
Hold on. What do you want to say, D?
I wanted to say, okay, so you said it's better to deal with the devil you know, but you also said we should leave the matrix. So how do you know the devil we know, the matrix right now, isn't better than leaving?
Nah, man. Fourth density would have to be a lot better than third, because based off what you know about certain numbers, you know what certain numbers bring. And yeah, dude, you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. I can't even say that publicly though.
All right, my bad. I was trying
that would reveal numerology I don't want public, but you know exactly what I'm talking about.
All right, I just want to argue.
Yeah, of course you did. See, I respect that. The man wanted to argue. Good shit, man. All right, man. 2 more. Go.
All right, everybody. That was Gary's younger brother. If you want to give him a follow, he's right there. Follow Greenberg when you get a chance. All right, we got up next. We got Real Ones 33. Real Ones, whenever you're ready.
Hey, what's up? I don't know if I really got a question, and I don't really have like something to put together that I wanted to say.
All right, then entertain us.
I learned a lot these last 20 minutes that you were speaking. I do have something to say about like what the questions people are asking about. I don't know why everybody cares. I understand that fake souls, NPCs, whatever you want to call them, like they're obviously in adversity because they're fucking sheep. But it's not the thing you should focus on. Like the goal is to get the fuck out of here, and like just to make it short, just to give a little context about the last 18 months of my life. I might expand on it later. I don't know. I did not want to do anything, like nothing, absolutely nothing in my life, and that shit, like I felt completely
Are you
okay.
vaccinated?
No, fuck no.
Okay, good.
Dang, you made me lose my train of thought.
Yeah, you fucked up this whole thing, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna go with people who actually have questions, I think, and then.
Nah, but I'm done. I'm done for real. All I wanted to say was just
let him talk.
All I wanted to say was just I didn't want to do anything in my life because I feel that what you're saying, Gary, like those NASCAR drivers that got fucking hit 3 times, that's just as we're gonna win the gold. Like I don't want to fucking put my life on the line, put all this effort and energy into fucking becoming what I think is, important. And at the end of the day, it doesn't even fucking matter because I'm stuck in here. My problem is,
but if you don't learn the lessons of your life path and of your current astrology, how are you supposed to reincarnate?
I'm trying
to the next level.
It takes a good turn. I'm doing a lot better now. I literally became the person I know I could be, and I don't know where this is gonna take me, but all I wanted to say is that you guys are asking the wrong questions. We need to focus on getting the fuck out of here.
Are you an 11?
No.
What's your birthday?
July 10th, 1996.
Listen, brother, your time will come, but it won't happen till you're old, man. That's all I can tell
That's
you.
all right.
That's all I can tell you. All right, Cat, move on.
All right, up next we got LD. LD, if you hear this, you're up next. Lucas. All right, he might be having technical issues. LD,
talk.
can you hear me? All right, I guess not. Guess not. We're gonna let in Carlos. Carlos is coming in. Hopefully his mic works. Carlos, whenever your mic is ready, feel free to speak. Whenever your mic loads up. All right, Carlos, whenever you're ready.
All right, bet. So I'm an 11 rat, and this was interesting to hear about. I wanted to know how you think I could utilize the matrix to my benefit. I also, little side note, Gary, I also have there's a rat in my apartment right now. It's a pretty chubby rat. I have 2 dogs, and I don't even know how it got in here because I live on the second floor. So that made me laugh when you started talking about this.
It just got in there while I was talking?
Nah, it's actually, this is gonna sound really bad on my part, but it's actually been here a couple months. I can't get it out. This is a very smart rat. This is I have poison and traps, like you're saying, and 2 dogs, and this motherfucker still is navigating, I guess, through the pipes or something. But I'm not home a lot. I'm a PhD student, so it doesn't really affect my lifestyle too much. But it is. I just laughed at there's really this fucking rat, and I'm a rat in this apartment.
You know what you do? You put some water by the cheese, and you make sure you poison the fucking water by it.
Okay.
Because if the rat might be smart enough to get the cheese out the trap, because there's some of them are smart as hell.
Yep.
But they won't be able to resist drinking some water. So you put some water right by the trap, and you poison that shit.
Okay.
And you'll get the fucker.
Okay, and that won't negatively affect me since I'm a rat or anything like that? Is there anything?
Oh yeah, you shouldn't do it. You're a rat.
What do you?
No, that's for anyone else listening. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I mean, still kill the fucker, but it probably won't be best for you. You know, I'm just being honest.
Well, it's still alive, so I guess I'm.
Yeah. I mean, you can't have a rat around. I mean, in all honesty, catch it and fucking at least throw it out somewhere.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to find a nice way to let it out.
Give it his chance, man. If someone kills it, whatever.
But as for my other question, what would you recommend? Being an 11 rat, what does that combination ring the bell for you in terms of how you would take advantage?
I need your full birthday, sir.
January 2nd, 1997.
I gotcha. You know, you have a trusting nature.
Gotcha.
That makes sense to you?
It does. It does.
There you go.
Gotcha. That's kind of like, yeah, okay. I got you.
Now, I just told you everything you need to know without saying anything.
You did. I agree with that.
I know you did, because you're exactly what I know you are. Anyways, my friend, enjoy. Cat, one more.
I appreciate it, Gary. Y'all have a good night.
All right, last question. Strong 9 like ox. A strong 9 like ox. If you hear this, you're up next. You are the final question. Can you hear me? Is your mic working? There he is. Yes. Go ahead, go. Yeah. Yeah, you're breaking up.
Shared.
There you go.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You're breaking up before. Now I can hear you perfect. Go ahead.
Just wanted to say thanks for the knowledge you guys dropped tonight and for hosting the space. Question I wanted to ask, a little bit off topic. It was about, I've been seeing a lot of posts about psychedelics, and I did a bit of those in a negative cycle in my life. And I'm sober now and I'm doing pretty good, but I'm just wondering, what are the ramifications of that, or what could be
I mean, what the fuck were you doing?
Well, when I first started doing them, I was doing them to learn things. I started doing them at parties, and I wasn't using them for the right reasons, and I was around a lot of bad people.
DMT? What are you talking about? Ecstasy?
Oh, just well, first it was shrooms. That was in like 2014, and then I moved on to acid, and then ecstasy,
Ecstasy.
and then
Yeah, I knew the ecstasy was there.
and then I think that was it. Oh well,
Yeah.
I mean, those are the psychedelics. I mean, there's other stuff too, but we won't get into that.
Listen. Let me tell you something about me, man. Um, when I was young, about 14, I drank. I drank probably until I hit that moonshine, and then when I ended up in the hospital, um, I remember my mom came to the hospital and she's like, "Are you gonna drink again?" I'm like, "Yeah, but just never moonshine." And after that, when I turned 21, I pretty much quit drinking. It's just funny as how I just do everything the opposite way. When I was young, I drank, but when I turned 21, I didn't drink too much. And over the past decade or so, I just don't drink because I realized one of the best ways to get possessed is to drink a lot of spirit. That's why they call it spirit. I don't drink. Now I don't do drugs. Some of you might consider marijuana a drug. I do not. I The interesting part is I never graduated past marijuana. I mean, I, I smoke a lot, but I've never done any coke, never done any hard drugs, acid. I ate some shrooms once 2 decades ago. It did nothing to me. I never did anything, and I don't plan on doing anything. So I really wouldn't know how to tell you to heal from those. All I can tell you is, there's Dead Sea in Israel. It's been known to heal people who have those type of issues in life. So maybe that's something you want to look into.
Dead Sea.
Dead Sea, my friend.
Dead Sea. All right, man. Good.
Yep. Anyways, before I wrap this up, Kat, always thanks for doing the co-host. Everyone else, thanks for participating. I don't do these too often, but listen, I dropped a lot of knowledge here. I could have kept this to myself. I didn't want to. I want you to spread this shit because you know what happens? One paper cut is annoying, but if you get a couple thousand paper cuts, that might really, really piss you off. And a lot of people were asking me about retribution. Well, if I go after the Matrix, will it go after me even harder? Yeah, if you're a 33 like me, why the fuck not? But with most people, what happens when a bully picks on you and the victim hits the bully back? Usually the bully finds someone else to fuck with. Think about that. Kat, any closing words? Because, it's getting up there.
Nope, not much. Thanks for doing this space. We always love when you come on. It's a great thing, and even though it's a rare occurrence, but it
That's
is what it is.
okay. You holding it down, man.
Hey, I mean, I try my best. I'm no Gary numbers guy, but I do the best.
Man, you holding it down, man.
Yep, it is what it is. Thanks everybody for attending this space. I really appreciate it. We have up to 215 at one point. We're at 204. Thank you everybody here for the support. That support GG33, all the supporters, all the retweets. Thanks for getting Gary, the Greenberg 2024 to trend, and also GG33 to trend a couple of weeks ago. So thank you so much for the support for all the supporters. So that's the main thing I wanted to say.
Does anyone want to hear anything from the guy whose account this is? No? I didn't think so. Anyways, good night.